Hello and welcome. I'm very late to this because originally I wasn't going to watch it. I wanted to wait and just play the game myself. But there's been a lot of comments asking us to do it, and so we did a vote, and the vote said, yes, go ahead and do it. We want to see it. So the people have spoken, and let's go. Hello, Mr.
Everyone.
Aonuma.
I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. First, I have some news.
Okay.
Development on The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is now complete.
So like I said, I'm pretty late to this.
Thank you very much.
That would have been news at the time that it had gone gold, right? But this is
Many of you are looking
not
forward
news to
this
anybody
game,
else now, I suppose.
and we've released a few trailers so far.
Yeah.
Although it'll just be a brief glimpse, I'm going to actually play the game for you all today
Okay.
and show you what it's like. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's begin.
Again.
Here we are in the land of Hyrule.
Yep. Looks good.
Like
Looks
the
like
Legend of
Breath of the
Zelda
Wild.
Breath of the Wild,
Like it.
there's a vast world to explore. Of course, it's not just the same world as is. It's
Right.
changed in many ways. If we talk about all of the changes today, we'll run out of time, so we hope you'll seek them out for yourself when the game launches.
Okay, we got our meters here. I forget
In
I'm
this
mirrored,
game,
so
the vast world
sound,
of Hyrule reaches
temperature,
high into the sky.
time of day.
You'll notice
Okay.
some land masses floating up there.
Yeah,
We call them Sky Islands.
makes sense. As you would.
You're probably wondering something. How do you get to the Sky Islands when they're so high up?
I assume you fly?
If we take a look,
Is that a ramp?
something's falling from the sky.
I wish that was a ramp. I really wish you
You
just
see
like
it?
rocketed the horse
I wonder
straight
what
up.
that is. Let's head over to
That
it.
would have been incredible. Is that an elevator?
We're almost at the spot where the object fell. Here it is. Okay, let's
so
use one
sorry.
of Link's new abilities.
Okay.
If you do this on the rock that just fell,
Rewind? Okay, it'll go back up. All right, I see.
look, it started rising.
Yeah.
This
That
power
basically is
known
an
as
elevator.
recall, which rewinds an object's movement.
Also, I'm directly in front
Since
of the
I
map.
just used recall on the fallen rock, I can now rise into the sky.
Makes sense.
We're a lot closer to the Sky Islands. Let's use the paraglider
I was
to
gonna say
reach
you
one of them.
should be able to. Does that rock not connect to anything,
There
or
are
did
a
he
few
end
other
it
Sky
early?
Islands floating here too.
I think I would rather if it was like directly connected to the rocks or the islands, and
I
then you
made
just.
it. There are lots of ways to reach the Sky Islands, so we hope you'll try a few different methods.
Glide up to the dragon and ride it up there.
Okay, now we're on a slightly bigger Sky Island. Just like on the surface, there are several man-made structures.
Okay.
Some trees are also growing here. You won't see many of those yellow trees on the surface, though.
Sure.
Let's walk around for a bit.
A tree that's gone extinct on the ground. Interesting idea.
There's a branch on the ground. When you find something like this, you should pick it up.
Right.
It might come in handy later.
I get why they have to do
Let's
it like
continue.
this, because this could be somebody's first exposure to
Oh, something's there.
Breath of the Wild, Tears of the
This
Kingdom,
is a
Age of
brand new
Calamity.
enemy called a
but-
construct.
Okay.
We'll fight it using the branch we just picked up.
And I kind of wish that they had done it just for like
Ah, the branch broke. Not good, not good. Quick, get
Breath of the
another
Wild
branch,
players or something, you
and
know? Like, yeah, you know how this works.
we defeated it.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Right. Good stuff like always.
We've now explored more of this. Sky
Durability's
Island.
definitely back. People probably,
As
some people can be
expected,
very upset about that.
fighting
I
with
liked
just a branch
durability a lot
won't
in the
get us
first
very
game.
far.
Personally,
Also, this branch is almost broken. So here's another one of Link's new abilities. If we use this branch and the rock over here, and do this, look, we
Oh.
can stick them together. We created a makeshift hammer.
okay.
This is called fuse. You can stick objects together to create new weapons with various effects.
All right.
Let's
That's
take
cool.
on another construct with this fused weapon.
I liked the durability system a lot in Breath of the Wild
We're
because it
dealing
made
with
me
two of them
actually
at
play around
once.
with other weapons. I'm the kind of person that has a hard time forcing myself to do something if it's not
Oh, we
like
beat one.
the best option. If
The
I
weapon's
find,
attack has
let me
definitely
clarify.
improved.
If I find a weapon that's the best weapon, I have a hard time
The other
switching
branch
off that
broke,
weapon
but this
because
weapon
it's
has
really
much
good.
better durability.
But
You can do
Breath
all
of the Wild
sorts of
made
things
me
by
play around with more
experimenting with the
weapons, you
fuse
know?
ability.
And I liked
You can
that. I
fuse
thought it
two
was really
weapons,
nice.
For example, if we take this long stick and fuse it with a pitchfork, We can create a weapon with a much longer attack range.
Well, then.
With this, we don't have to get too close to enemies,
It's a really
and we can
long
safely
weapon.
attack from a distance.
Theoretically, it would increase your durability on
You
every
can also
weapon you
fuse arrows
use,
with
right?
materials in your inventory.
Okay.
For instance, try fusing this leaf to an arrow.
Oh
Fuse
boy.
an ice elemental material to an arrow and you can freeze faraway enemies.
That's cool. There's a lot of things you can do with that.
Very useful.
Hope there are puzzles in the overworld
In addition-
built around that mechanic.
Let's see. Ah, there's a bird flying around. If you're out hunting, you might feel that aiming with an arrow is too difficult. Apparently, my eyes can't track fast-moving objects as of late, so my shots rarely land. So,
Mr.
at
Otto,
times
I feel like you
these,
might have been trying to miss there.
Here's an eyeball you can get by defeating monsters.
Yeah.
Fuse it to an arrow and...
It
Look,
makes it homing.
homed in on the
That's
target.
cool. All right.
Let's
now
try
we're
this on
talking.
another bird.
Ichiban, one more.
I'll just fire in that general direction.
I wonder
It's
how
very
it picks
simple.
which target to go for.
Depending on what you stick together, the fuse ability could also be beneficial for hunting.
I like this fusibility a lot. I think it's going to change things up a good bit.
I fused a mushroom to my shield.
Okay.
Now, you're probably wondering if this has any use. Well, this mushroom is actually a puff shroom. Let's fight an enemy with this.
Okay. I see what's about to happen.
I blocked
Yeah.
with the shield. Okay, there's smoke now. The enemy's lost sight of Link, so... attack!
Yeah. That's cool.
Even if you struggle with combat, you can take down enemies using similar methods.
That's really cool.
In the previous game, you'd usually get powerful weapons by defeating strong enemies. But in this game, fusing even the weakest weapon with something else could turn it into a useful weapon. There are even more gameplay options for sticking things together. Let me demonstrate.
Okay.
Some of the Sky Islands
My mind
even
is just
have
like
rivers.
rolling with possibilities right now.
We'll want to cross this one, but swimming across it, well, the river's too wide
We
for
still
that.
have cryo, right?
We need a boat. Of course, there isn't anything that resembles a boat around here.
We're going to fuse
So,
the...
We'll lift up this
logs
log
together?
and attach it to a second log.
Okay. All
Let's
right.
do one more. We'll bring this over
Yeah.
here and attach a third log. It's a makeshift raft. This is another new ability called Ultra
Ultra
Hand.
hand. All right.
Even though the logs are currently attached, they can be detached. Let's modify
Okay.
the shape of the raft.
That's cool. There's a lot you can do with this system.
You can
from the
always
look of
attach things or detach them like this. Now, if we put this on the water, it's made of wood, so the buoyancy will keep it
Oh,
afloat.
you get like full control over it too. Okay.
We've made a simplified version of a boat.
And then there's a wind
However,
turbine right
it
there.
won't move in its current state,
Yeah.
so we'll need something to propel it forward.
It's a good thing there just so happens to be a wind turbine right there.
There's something here. Let's try hitting it.
Yeah, it's got a battery?
Oh, wind. It's blowing wind.
Is that battery
like
full
we found a
duration, or
fan.
will it be able to start
Why
again
don't we
after?
try attaching it?
I guess it is just a fan, not a turbine, huh? Battery's refilling though. Okay.
We'll attach another one.
Yeah.
This should make the boat well balanced.
This is really interesting though. There's a lot you can do
Okay,
with this
they're
system, and
attached.
it seems like it has like a
All
smart
right, let's
system
try moving the boat.
for how things attach.
Hey, it's moving. It's sailing pretty fast with the wind from the fans. Since
You're
we
trying to be
added two
fancy.
fans,
Wind
we
turbine.
should be able to cross the
Man.
river in no time.
Just a fan.
All right.
Also, like
we
wind
reached the other
turbine as
side.
compared to what other kind of turbine?
In
Put a
the
long
most
day.
recent trailer, we
Yep,
showed
that's
scenes
right.
of
I
Link
forgot.
riding a
I
large car
completely
in a flying
forgot
machine.
the nuts and bolts trailer.
Those vehicles actually aren't in the game from the start.
You make 'em yourself.
Instead, you'll be able to
Yeah,
freely craft
of
them
course.
on your own.
Of
There are
course.
all sorts of objects you'll come across in this game. And depending on how you use your imagination, you can do a lot with them. So, try crafting different things and explore this world at your leisure.
That's cool. That's really cool.
There are even more new abilities. take this building over here.
Looks like a snake.
Okay, watch this.
Aha.
Look, I passed right through the ceiling.
All right.
This new ability is called Ascend.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
If you're in a place with a ceiling, you can go through to the floor above you.
Okay.
There are some restrictions, but
Yeah, I
what's
feel like
great
there
about
has
this
to be.
ability is that as long as there's a ceiling, you can use it anywhere.
They're not
For
about to go
example,
through this cave
this place
all
has
the
a
way
cave
up.
with a hill
There's
right
no
above
way.
it.
There's no way.
If we use the ability here, come on, keep going. Okay,
All right.
we emerged at the top of the hill.
Yeah. Hey, we heard you
In the
didn't like
previous
trying to
game,
climb in the
you had
rain.
to use stamina to climb a mountain.
Yeah.
But in this game, if there's a mountain with a cave like this one, you can now get to the top
But
without
you
having
could
to
still
climb all the
theoretically
way up.
climb if you
Here's
wanted
another
to.
example. Imagine you're
climb.
stuck in a cage. If it's got a ceiling, you know what to do, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's cool.
Oh, there's another construct. It seems to be holding a strange weapon. Some enemies are equipped with fused weapons, so battles will play out a bit differently from the previous game.
Okay.
Ah, it blew
Nice.
me away
All
with
right.
wind.
That's interesting. Also gives you ideas
Looks
on
like
what
it's
you
got
can
some sort of
build
fan.
together too.
Ah,
Oh,
I got pushed off.
okay.
Oh well, let's just return to the surface.
Sure.
You can quickly descend
This world's
from
gonna
the
be
sky to
huge,
the
isn't it?
surface like
Oh,
this.
it's gonna be so big.
It feels so good. In the sky, you'll be able to look out across the land. You can also search for destinations that pique your interest.
It's so big.
Once you've chosen your destination, you can speed things up.
All right.
Like this.
Yeah. Nice.
Let's dive into
Honestly,
this river.
Before we drop it, like,
And we're
honestly,
back on the
like,
surface.
I'm legitimately so excited for this game,
There's
and
still so many things I'd like to show you, but let's leave it at that.
it's
for
a
now.
world that I'm fully going to like dig into. Yeah, we are almost out of time, aren't we?
What did you think? Some of
I
Link's
thought it
new
was great.
abilities
Yeah,
were
there's
updated from the previous
Really
game.
cool stuff going on there.
I'm sure some of you watching me play were thinking, wait, if you could do that, then maybe you could do this too.
Thinking
In this
about
game,
minecarts.
you can do a lot of things just by thinking about what's even
And then
possible.
the rewind mechanic, theoretically, you could
There's still a lot
attach
of new
something
gameplay,
and then try to rewind
mysteries,
it and
and
see if it would go
encounters
back
we
to where it
couldn't
was
show
before.
today, but they're all jam-packed into this unfamiliar Hyrule, and we hope you'll use your imagination to explore it. That's all for
And like
today.
you tie in the ascend
Thank you for
mechanic.
watching.
There's so much. The ability to attach stuff and like fuse weapons and stuff to your shield. How does that affect shield surfing, I wonder? There's so much I want to know. Oh, of course, yeah. Of course. I wouldn't have expected anything different. Okay, don't show too much now. Don't show too much. I've seen a lot. I've seen enough to tease me, to give me ideas of what I want to do. I want to see too much more. I'm excited though. I think this was not like a trailer that blew me away like the Armored Core trailer, right? But instead it was like a deep dive that gave me a lot of information that I think is really cool. We're going to go back through and drag through here for some specific moments. Turn the volume down to do it.
Sky Island.
So, first off, what do they call this one? Is it reflect? Or rewind? Rewind. Okay, so we have the rewind mechanic, and that's cool. That I'm really curious how that's going to work with a lot of the other mechanics. With like you fuse something. Once you fused it, you can't rewind it, right? Because it's connected to you. But if you attach it to something else with Ultra, what was it called? Let me get back to that part. Ultra. Called it something while he was picking this stuff up.
We'll bring this over here and attach a third log. It's a makeshift raft. this is another new ability
Ultra
called
Hand.
Ultra Hand.
So, like, if you Ultra
Even
Hand
though-
something and then rewind it, what happens to it? That's my question right now. And I'm really curious how those two systems interact with each other. Do they interact at all? Because if so, there's a lot you could do there. Being able to fuse stuff to arrows, homing attacks. There's so many questions I have now as for like monster parts and what all do they do fused to different weapons, and are there going to be different like effects for different weapon types? This is a lot of good stuff, and it has me even more excited for Tears of the Kingdom than I was before, because obviously I was already really stoked for Tears of the Kingdom because I love Breath of the Wild. It's one of my favorite games ever made, and so I'm really stoked about this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and until next time, I've been Trey. This has been The Full Spectrum. Remember to always enjoy the full spectrum. The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom has to offer.